Hey guys, I'm finally here. It's been so long. I I've been meaning I've been intending to stream week after week after week after week these last few weeks. And then when it comes to the weekend, I'm just like so tired from work that I just never get around to it. Hey Core, I liked your in this economy. Aurora stream in this economy. Yeah. Yeah, finally have one. Um, but yeah, this stream I'm just intending to be like a little catch up of sorts because I after not streaming last weekend, I was like, when was the last time I streamed? Good heavens, the signals have been lit. Inform the people. Yeah. Uh yeah, I after last weekend I was because I fully intended to stream last weekend. Um and then when I wasn't able to, Rory is back. I I looked on the channel. I was like, how when was the last time I streamed? It's almost 2 months. Like as of this weekend, it's almost 2 months ago that I streamed. I streamed in July, but like I barely this is the very last day of August. And I yeah, the last time I streamed I think was the 11th of July. So yeah, it's been a little while. It's been a little while. Couldn't stream it at 10 most games. Played less than 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's I mean a lot of those games that I've been playing have been stuff like Tiny Glade. I played for an hour, although actually it says an hour. I probably fell asleep for some of that. Dead Rising 2, I haven't even played that. 0 minutes. 0 minutes total. Same with Dead Rising 3, 0 minutes. These are all new. I haven't played them at all. See, I played Cato's Post Office because that once again that was a super short game, and it's super cutesy and it's about cats. Lottle Knot is one of the exceptions. I actually like played that quite a bit. Um, yeah, this was a really fun, relaxing game. Yeah, that's the thing is when I'm not streaming, when I'm playing games when I'm not streaming, it's because I'm usually playing something like super relaxing, like Lol or Not, or uh, last night I played this Terra Nil game. Played about an hour of it. Um, it's nice. It's a nice game. Or Helldivers. I've not played Helldivers. I don't think I've played Helldivers since the last time I streamed it. Um, but there should be a ton of tickets waiting for me to claim. Yeah. Project Zomboid. It's so relaxing. Or yeah, like after playing Terra Nil and after announcing the stream last night, I played a little bit of Garden Simulator. Um, this game seems interesting, but like also it's kind of dumb. It's good. It's a good game so far. Uh, yeah. My one of my students has been playing Plants vs Zombies, so they got me back into it. And that 25 hours again, that's because I keep leaving it open in the background, by accident, and also falling asleep while playing it. I actually sank a healthy 12 hours into Jurassic World Evolution. Ah, interesting. Jurassic World Evolution. Ah, Hollow Knight Silk Song comes out next week. Like, what the frick? Jurassic. Uh, just curious. Ah, yeah, yeah, it's one of the park games. I assumed so, but I just thought I'd confirm for myself. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I've seen someone else playing one of these games. Maybe Markiplier? I think he played the first one. Or maybe he played this one. I don't know, but it looked good. Looks like a really nice, like the graphics are really nice. The like park mechanics look really like simple but complex. You know, got that like nice crossover between easy to access, but like with variety, interesting variety. Uh, Rory, can we expect you playing BF6? BF6 Battlefield like BF6. Uh, oh, it is Battlefield. Okay, I was right. Hmm. I don't think so. I mean, maybe if people really wanted me to. I've never really played the Battlefield games. I think the only Battlefield game I ever played was uh, Battlefield. Uh, was it 2042? No, no. This is different. This is very different. I'm thinking of an old one, but I don't know if they sell it on Steam. Maybe not. Um, it is like 2048 Cube Battlefield. And maybe they don't sell it on Steam because it's too old, but 2141 or 42, sorry, 2142. Yeah, they don't sell it on Steam. Um, I'll try 2142. Was that the one? No, it's not even that one. It's earlier. It's earlier still. I'm gonna look up just the Battlefield. Okay, let's just do this really quick. Uh, Battlefield series. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Which ones have I played? Um,
Welcome to the family.
hey, yeah.
59 months. Just 10 months till the funny.
10 months till the funny. Yeah, thank you for renewing your membership. And hey Digits, just saw you there. And hey Fireboy and Kurt Burt. I'm good, I'm good. Yeah. Yeah. I hope you're all having a good time. I hope your lives are all going well and that you're having success. Oh, hey Andy. Yeah. We're just looking at battle of all things Battlefield games. Was it this one? Maybe not. I have a feeling I'm probably thinking of Battlefield 2. I don't have my PC games next to me. But my brother bought, I think it must have been like Battlefield 2 or modern, yeah, Battlefield 2. And then I remember this game coming out and being like, "Oh, that's super cool. I want to try it." But our computer wouldn't run it. I don't think. Or something like that. And so I never played this one. And then yeah, never played any of the following Battlefield games. Got the tiny screenshot. It's probably Battlefield 2. We'll just leave it at that. um, yeah. No, that's what's crazy to think about is that I started doing YouTube stuff. Like I started posting frequently in 2017. So it's been 8 years. I've been doing YouTube for 8 years, and it was 2019 that I went from like 400 subscribers to 2,000 something subscribers. That was 2019. So I yeah, I've had access to, or uh I've been able to have memberships since 2019. So yeah, I've had memberships for 5 years. It's crazy. Yeah, yeah. doing all good. What game are you playing today? I haven't got any plans to play any specific games. I'm just looking at games and chatting with y'all. Yeah. Hey, Untitled. Yeah, long time no see. It has been a while since I last streamed. I was just saying that before with Dominic that it's been like it's almost been 2 months. Like I streamed at the start of July and then I haven't streamed until the very, very end of August. Hey, now that's a nice familiar face. Thank you. Yeah, welcome to the stream. You've been subscribed for 5 years now. Yeah. My favorite Battlefield game is the finals. Wait, as in your favorite Battlefield game is your exams at the end of the year. Yeah. No, Dominic was just asking if I'd play Battlefield 6. And I mean I might, maybe. If people wanted me to. I was unlikely to, unless you guys really wanted me to. But I will reiterate that I do. It's been ages. Yeah. How are you? How are you doing? The game called The Finals. Made by... Oh, okay. There's a game called The Finals. Okay, I'll have a look. I was gonna say, Silksong legit is coming out. Well, for you guys, for most of you, it'll be the 4th of September. For us, it's the 5th. I've been doing good, and I hope you're well. Really missed you. Yes, I've missed hanging out with you guys. I've missed like streaming. I was saying it in the message on Discord. I recently have been. Well, I've been doing. My response to how you doing is always, oh, good. I'm doing great. I'm fine. Honestly, there has like not that long ago, I had a really bad like depressive episode. And it's just because, working, being an adult, working, doing life stuff, like struggling, like not struggling financially, but like not making much progress financially. I just had like a super low spot, and yeah, like post that like low spot I had, I really had one of those moments where I was like, God, I miss like having videos coming out every day and streaming with you guys and just hanging out and playing fun stuff. I miss our full-time YouTube era. I low-key think Peak is a great financial decision. I actually own Peak. But yeah, anyway, let's just return to this real quick. So yeah, Silksong legit coming out next week. Well, this Friday / Thursday. Miss you too. Aw, yeah. I really miss everyone. I miss streaming Raft with you guys and the Minecraft server and just hanging out, and yeah. I miss all our friends. Yeah. I hung out with some of my old high school friends the night before last. It's like, what day was it? But yeah, there's those friends, and then there's the friends that I've made since high school, and it's basically pretty much just you guys. So yeah. But yeah, so Silksong, very, very cool. So what was it you were saying? It's the finals. Oh. I don't think I've seen this before. I don't think I've even ever heard of this before. Huh. It's free to play. I could play it. Yeah. Interesting. But yeah, oops. Yeah, I own Peak. Haven't played it yet, but I bought a copy of this for Mark and I. So, because Mark was saying he really wanted to play it, so I bought him and I a copy. Because, yeah, I'd like to play it sometime. No, I have never played Repo. Repo's another one that is, I mean, it's on sale. I could buy it. I mean, it's not very much, doesn't cost very much even by default. Yeah. This is another one that I really could acquire. But and I know once again Mark really wanted to play this, but problem is that a lot of the times with games like Peak and Revo, Mark will really want to play it, but then after the novelty of it has worn off, like we play it a couple times, the novelty wears off and we lose interest and stop playing it really quick. That happened with Lethal Company. I don't think did I ever play this on the channel? I must have played it. Yeah, we did. That's right. We modded it so we could have more players. And like I've only played it for 6 hours total. Cuz we played it on the streams. I think we did one stream of it and then or maybe 2 streams. I think it was 1 stream though, given those hours. And then Mark and I played it together and then that was kind of it. I've not played it since. Unfortunately, the really like strong YouTuber games just don't stick with me. They're not games I play long term. Life can throw whatever at you. However, there are times when we finally have to have a break. Exactly. It's like, yeah, I think that I had that super low spell because it had been like all work and no play kind of thing. I'd been stressing the hell out about life stuff, and yeah, I'd been like taking all the stress on and not dealing with it, and then it sort of all hit me at once, and then thankfully I kind of the way I handled that kind of situation is I basically was like I don't need to deal with this. I don't have to be on all the time and stress about that kind of stuff. I can just, for want of a better phrase or word, I basically was like, this isn't worth it for me. I think actually one of the things I did was I actually spoke with a lady who, so I teach, right? I'm a teacher at school, at a high school, and there's whenever the exams come around, they bring in external people to supervise the exams, right? I used to be one of those external supervisors, and I bumped into a lady who's also a relief teacher. She relieves teaching. She covers teachers when they're away, and also does exam supervision at the end of the year. And I bumped into her after she had been relieving a class, and we just got to chatting again. And it was nice. It was really nice talking to her because of all the reasons, she was one of the people who, she was someone who, when she heard that I was going to become a teacher, she was like, "Oh no, why are you doing that?" She was like, she's like, "Oh, don't do that. Go somewhere else. Find something else to do. Or like, also don't leave us." Because I was a greatly appreciated exam supervisor. So she's like, "Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing that?" And I had a good chat with her, and we had a good old like bitch session, I suppose, and I want to say spilling the tea, but it wasn't really tea about anyone. It was just having a good old chat and moan about all of our problems. And I think it was that chat I had with her that was like, yeah, why am I stressing myself out for this job? It's not worth it. It's not worth my health and my life to stress about this. I may as well just, wind it back, take it a bit easier, and not take it as seriously. And that helped. That helped greatly. Sorry, I followed behind on the stream. I realize I'll recommend Bitcraft as a nice casual game that you can literally AFK from. Oh, okay, yeah. Bitcraft. Okay. Oh, I have it on my wish list. Oh, yes, I saw that you had played this. Oh, and that's right, you recommended it to me. You were like, if you ever get around to playing this, I can show you how to, get you set up. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm seriously considering that. At the moment, it's just kind of expensive. That's all. $50. Um, uh, Many people play a second game while playing Bitcraft. Right, I see, yeah, yeah. Been playing Minecraft and Tetris lately, and it has helped me a lot through the summer. Right, yep, yep. Yeah, I've missed Minecraft. I really gotta get back to it. There's been so many updates that it's gonna be like a completely foreign game to me now. I mean, yeah, I kind of do that with stress too, except I don't realize I'm stressing until I'm actively dying. Lol. Yeah, well, that's just it. Is like, part of my stresses are that, like, I've got a surgery coming up. And then in the next, like, month or so, next couple months, I'm having a chunk of my skull, like, opened up to, like, remove a thing from my ear canal. Yeah. So, like, that's been part of the stress, is like, it's health related. Yeah, I've been, because of the surgery, but also just because of I'm honestly think it's the job. Yeah, side tangent. Like, back when I was doing YouTube, oh hey Zach, welcome. Back when I was doing YouTube full time, whenever I'd go to the doctor, they would always be like, they'd take my blood pressure and they'd be like, oh, it's a bit elevated, but it's nothing to be concerned about. And that was the case for years and years and years. And then the moment I started teaching, the moment I started last year, the first time I went to the doctor last year, immediately they were like, oh, your blood pressure's quite high. We'll have to keep an eye on that. And this year, it's continued to go higher. It hasn't decreased like I was hoping it was going to. And so now I'm on blood thinning medication. I'm 31 and I'm on blood thinners. That's a terrifying thing, a terrifying concept. It's a combination of my weight. I'm quite heavy, I'm quite a big man. But yeah, I've been this size for years, but the added pressure of this job is literally killing me. Yeah, I do miss the times when you use this to stream every week. Yeah, that's the thing is I've been trying to do that, and I kept it up a little bit last year. I was much better at it last year, but this year I think just because we got so burnt out last year, I've been trying to recover this year, and so the weekends have just been me recovering, surviving. Yeah. I can relate to this woman. B word. Bitch session, yeah. Do not speak ill on my Christian Minecraft server. Right, he was saying this, so this will be free at some point. 2 to 5 years it'll be free. The EA fee is just so they have funding while they, build the game. Right, yeah, no, fair. That's totally fair. Yeah, yeah. And honestly, I might not even end up playing it. Even if I bought it now, I probably wouldn't end up playing it for a couple of years, because that's just the way, that's just what happens with me, isn't it? There's so many games on my Steam list that I bought years ago. I've just never played them. Does it mean Banana Rice is going blind? Not blind. What it is, the surgery is, there's a basically, for want of a better word, there's basically a growth in the back of my ear that they can't reach from just going through my ear. Like, they can't just go into my ear and pull it out. So they have to cut a section of my skull at the back of my head, like a slice like that, and then basically lever it open and pull the stuff out from inside and close it back up. Oh, deaf. Yes, that is apparently this is not going to improve my hearing because that's part of the problem is that my hearing in this ear is terrible because the thing that's the growth thingy is like pressing against my eardrum. Uh, I did every part of that description. Yeah, yeah. Uh, it's. I mean, it's awful. It's terrifying. I laugh about it, but it's stressing me out. Um, but yeah, it basically unlike what you would expect, where it's like, oh, it's affecting my hearing, so if I remove it, then my hearing will come back, right? No, apparently not. uh, in fact, they say that there's a likelihood that I will get even worse hearing from the surgery. As the reason they're removing it is because it does a lot of other damage to my head and ear if they don't remove it. Yeah, sorry to be like a downer talking about like surgery stuff. Um, yeah, basically, yeah, that's the thing is it's like the only way that I could get better hearing is basically if I got one of those got like a cochlear implant or something. At this stage in medicine, they don't have the ability to have a false eardrum, as far as I know. I think they're getting there, aren't they? I feel like I've heard that there are some people developing something like that. But at this stage, like getting a false eardrum, a replacement eardrum, isn't going to happen. Uh, so the what would happen? What would likely if I was to get some kind of surgery to get better hearing, it would have to be like a cochlear implant, which would mean I'd have to have a device attached to my skull at all times that transmits that information to my cochlea. Because I have a cochlea, I can hear, but my eardrum sucks. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. That's that. um, but yeah, so I guess that's most of my updates. Is that like life has been stressful. I've been meaning to stream, but I've just been needing to recover. Some point in the near future, like in the next month or so, I'm going to be having that surgery. Apparently, the recovery time isn't long. Weirdly enough, despite the fact that it's opening my skull up. Oh, I actually didn't say it. I didn't specifically say it. Hey, Tiana, welcome to the stream. Um, yeah. Despite the fact that it sounds like a horrible surgery, apparently the recovery time is actually quite short. So, like, because interesting random fact, my brother has had this surgery 3 times now. Because apparently, depending on how early you get to this kind of thing, the better the chances are it won't come back. So they found mine super, super quickly before it had even really started affecting me terribly. It started affecting my hearing, but it was just by pure coincidence. I was getting my ears checked for something else, and then they found the growth. My brother, on the other hand, had started getting really serious side effects from the growth. Because he had the same growth, same ear. Weird, super weird. But and he goes to the same doctor as me. That was what was super wild. Is when I first went to the doctor, I went to the hospital. I went to the doctor that's at the hospital that deals with ear related stuff. He was like, he saw my name, and he was like, "Do you have an older brother?" And I was like, "Yes." He's like, "Is this name Kurt?" Yes. It turns out he had literally seen my brother that morning, the same day I saw him, and for the same reason. Yeah, because my brother for years has been dealing with this. I didn't know what he was really dealing with. I'd never really had it explained properly. It is incredible. It's wild. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, it's Yeah, that's what I thought about that as well, genetics, but apparently it's because we both had grommets as kids. You get a lottery ticket. Yeah, no, as as kids, both my brother and I had problems with ear infections. Uh, Mine were related to I always wanted to swim, so I used to swim in like pools and stuff. I used to always dive underwater and stuff. And stuff getting in my ear caused infections all the time. And I had an overactive adenoid, which is basically so in your mouth you have tonsils that are the thing that react to foreign invaders. For your ears you have adenoids, which are basically the same thing. I had overactive adenoids, so I would get infections all the time. Whenever I'd go swimming or whenever I'd get stuff in my ear. And so the solution at the time I ended up getting my adenoids removed, which actually fixed my ear infection problem. But before they did that, they put grommets in my ears. And grommets basically punch a big old hole in your eardrum to allow pressure out of your eardrum. But I have learned now that apparently if you have grommets multiple times as a kid, as an adult, you have really like weak eardrum that's prone to these growths. So my brother and I both have the same problem caused by the same surgery as a kid. Yeah. Make your brother get one too, yeah. It's still so wild that we went to the same doctor on the same day for the same issue. Yeah. So that's the thing is I don't know if they do it much anymore. I don't know if grommets are a thing they go to much anymore because of things like this. But back when I was a kid, yeah, grommets were pretty common. Like I knew at least two or three other people, not including my brother, who had
Welcome
that
to the
same
family.
surgery.
He
Hey.
has returned. How are you, Rorius?
Broadly I'm good. Thank you, Rocky. Yeah, but we've been talking about real downer stuff, but I'm in an okay place now. I feel like the fact that I'm streaming shows that I'm in an okay place now. Um, but so if you have infections a lot and you've got constant pain with your ears, usually the pain is caused by pressure buildup in the back of your ears. So the way they solve it is with grommets. Again, I don't know that they do these that much anymore. You're probably just told to avoid the causes of your ear problems, and or like removing of the adenoids. It's like how in the past people used to get their tonsils removed. That used to be like a normal surgery. People would get their tonsils removed. But nowadays they have other ways to deal with that problem, and people don't usually get their tonsils removed anymore. It's like that, but like the ear version. There were ways they dealt with stuff back when I was a kid to deal with ears, and they don't seem to do those anymore, or they do them a lot less. You were supposed to get yours removed, but you never did. That's like that happens. That happens. Speaking of grommets and not getting stuff done, I at the end of the process of like getting my adenoids removed and stuff like that, as part of the getting the adenoids removed, I was supposed to also get a couple of these things called T grommets, which are basically a grommet that won't fall out without the doctor removing it. Because normally grommets, they sit in your eardrum and then slowly they get pushed out by the body as your eardrum heals. But the T grommet is supposed to stay in until the doctors go back in and remove it. But I got most of that. Like I went in for surgery, got the T grommet put in this ear, and then had my adenoids removed. But then this ear was like blocked or something, and they couldn't go in and add the T grommet for this ear. So they held off, and they planned a second surgery just to do this ear's T grommet, like a couple months later. But then when the day came along, we were just like, we were just doing things like a normal day, and then Mum suddenly looked at the calendar and was like, "Shit!" And we like drove, like zoomed to the hospital because we were late. We'd forgotten that it was happening, and we were late. So by the time we got to the hospital, it was too late to do the surgery, and they were like, "Oh, the doctor will call you and rebook the surgery," and they never called us back. So I never got a T-grommet put in this ear. And funnily enough, this ear is my better ear. It's not needing surgery. It's this ear that needs surgery. The one that had the damn T-grommet in it. And I never even got this removed either. It fell out. The T-grommet wasn't supposed to fall out, but it fell out. It's, dear. Yeah. Pretty sure they still use grommets pretty widely. At least in England. Oh, okay. So yeah, from what I understood, it's less common, but maybe it is still a pretty common surgery. Yeah. At least, yeah. For me, again, when I was a kid, I knew at least like 3 other kids who had grommets. 3 or 4. But as an adult, as a teacher at school and knowing kids, I know no one. I know actually, I think one kid said he knew someone that had grommets, but that's the only person I knew that even knew what the word grommet was, because most people don't know anymore. Based on NHS stuff, it's mostly used in children. Of course, yeah. That has always been the case, I believe. It's a thing mainly for kids, because it's typically kids who get ear infections a lot, or that kind of thing. The one upside of having grommets have like punch a permanent hole in my ear is that I can equalize my ears really easily for flying. So now whenever I'm flying, I can like, I never usually have trouble flying with my ears equalizing and stuff like that. I can equalize with ease because there's holes in my ears. But also I basically can't get ear infections anymore. Well, I can still get a little bit of pain, but if I have something going on in my ear, like if I get sick and the sickness sort of travels to my ears, it can get a bit gross in my ear, but it's never usually super painful. I don't have those like as a kid I used to have these like pulsing, piercing ear infections that were like debilitating. Like one of the worst pains that I've ever experienced is ear infection pain. But yeah. Anyway, enough about that. It's back to games. Now, what do we want to look at? At the start of the stream I was talking about the fact that I have been playing some games off camera. Oh, wait, one last thing. Have you discussed with the doctor possible options for your ear? Right. Yeah. So far we haven't really discussed anything about that. We've just discussed my options for getting rid of the thing that's in my ear. It would be once we knew that was sorted, then maybe discuss further things. Because once I have the surgery, we can you can make a decision, or like a decision could be made on whether or not my hearing is bad enough to warrant it. Like my brother's ear was much worse than mine. And post surgery, he hasn't had anything, like he hasn't had a cochlear implant put in. He's managed without having a further like he's had. Okay, so he had the surgery to get it removed, right? But then they weren't able to get it all out the first time apparently, so he had to have a second surgery to get the full thing out. But then unfortunately these things can come back because of the fact they're caused by frequent grommets as a kid. The root cause can't be removed, so to speak, because it's the eardrum itself. So there is always a chance once you get one of these, there's always a chance you can get another one again in the future. According to an article in 2016, 700,000 children a year in America get grommets. Holy crap. Okay, so it's not as uncommon as I thought. It's conversation, sure, it's fun. Yeah, it's one more depressing information about this is that once you get one of these it's called the cholesteatoma. Once you get one of these, the chances of getting another one, even after you've had it removed, is never zero. There is always a chance that you will get another one coming back. It's like cancer, except it's not cancerous, thankfully. It's not a cancerous thing, but it's like cancer in the sense where it's like once you if you've had it, there's always a chance that it can come back even if you've had it removed. And so unfortunately for my brother, he had the 2 surgeries to get his first one out. And then he had to have another surgery a couple of years down the line because it had come back, or some of it had come back. But thankfully, the follow-up surgeries aren't usually as bad because they constantly check on it, and the follow-up ones they don't have to do it. They don't have to dig so deep or go as far, so far. And again, like I was saying before, his was caught really late, so his was quite big, pressing on the nerves. The part of the reason that you get it removed is that it presses on nerves in the side of your skull, and it can cause facial numbness. No, not facial. Yeah, facial numbness. So you can start losing sensation in your face. And if you leave it long enough, it starts pressing on the inside of your skull and on your brain bag. It's a really serious problem, but you have to leave it for quite a while before it's going to start becoming deadly. But yeah, my brother was already having facial numbness by the time he discovered his. I was getting checked because I had lost a bunch of hearing when I was sick last year. I had got sick. I thought my ears were blocked. So I went to a ear nurse that the nurses that suction your ears, suck all the earwax out of your ears. But then they went into my ear and were like, "There's no wax." My ears are extremely waxless at this stage of my life because I take good care of my ears, and because I don't have adenoids, my wax production is super low. So my ears are always super clean compared to most people's ears. And they went in for the suction. They were like, there's no wax here. We don't know why you're half deaf. And so I went to the next door and went in for a checkup, and they took photos of the insides of my ears, and there was nothing apparent. There was just my eardrums get suctioned in a little bit, but that's just because of pressure stuff in my ears. It's not super serious, but it is still kind of a problem. But then my hearing kind of came back by itself, thankfully, and so I went for a follow-up visit with that same doctor, the same ear doctor who took photos of my ears, and this was 6 months later. He wanted to see the difference, test my hearing again, see what the difference was, and see if he could figure out why my hearing was lost in the first place. And when he went and took photos the second time, 6 months later, suddenly you could just see the tip, the very edge of the cholesteatoma sticking out of the back of my ear. And so that is possibly the earliest you could possibly detect a cholesteatoma, because it had just barely started becoming visible in my eardrum, in my ear canal. Whereas my brother's, his had developed so much that he was having the facial numbness. So when they investigated, it was huge. But definitely it could be useful to ask. There are some options for a number of things, but yeah, focus on surgery. Yeah. That's the thing. It's basically at this stage, dealing with the cholesteatoma, that's number one priority. Once they get it out and they're pretty sure it's all out for now, then it would be a discussion of test my hearing again, see what's going on with my hearing ability, and if it's bad enough, then the discussions of possible hearing aids essentially. Yeah, they'd probably go with like a hearing aid first before they do anything. It would only be if there was really serious damage done to my eardrum during surgery or something that they'd probably consider like an implant or something. Yeah. Anyway. Um so there's some games that I've been wanting to play on the channel. Um but there are some games that I've played semi recently that could be interesting to talk about. Um, where is it? There. I played Sekiro. Oh, I know. I talked about this last stream, didn't I? A while ago, I played Sekiro. Um, and I got really stuck. But then, that's right. I think on the stream, I beat the guy that I was stuck on, and I kept playing for a little bit. And then I got stuck again, stopped playing, came back to it, beat the thing I was stuck on, continued playing, and now I'm stuck again at a point where it's just like the enemy that I've got to verse, the enemies that I have available, the bosses. I'm like, how am I ever gonna beat these guys? So I've just given up. It's just, I still have it installed. Like maybe I'll come back to it, but I probably won't. Um. Yeah, I do have a lot of games. These are all unsorted ones at the end that are like quote unquote new purchases. Some of these are super old purchases, but uh I have been so a game I have been playing is Sackboy, A Big Adventure. It's not a good game. It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. It's not a great game. It's got some fun licensed music. Is another reason why I would never be able to play this on stream or on YouTube, is it's got some licensed music, like all the Little Big Planet games have licensed music, but this game, I mean, there is a streamer mode that turns off the licensed music, but yeah, it's an irritating game. It's not fun like the originals, unfortunately, in my opinion. I still have the like gamer collector urge to finish it, but yeah, I'm not enjoying myself super super a lot. Another game that came out recently, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. Bought it, played the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 part of the game. I haven't played the 4 part just yet. But apparently the 4 part, they made it not like 4 at all. They made it like 3 and 2 and 1. So the 4 part is the part that will be interesting to play and interesting to report back on, because they have made some executive decisions about this game that seem interesting. It's fun. It works just like the first remake, so there's nothing really new to report with this. I think people really. I remember when I saw what they were gonna do, I thought to myself, or when I first saw them releasing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remake, I thought to myself, they probably should have done Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1, 2, and 3 remake. Because 1, 2, and 3 are all the same kind of game, but Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 is very different from the rest. But they've opted instead to bulldoze all the stuff they did in 4 and just make it like the rest of the previous games. What else is there? There's a few other games that came out, or I got Atomic Heart. I really want to play this on stream at some point. This game looks really cool. Very neat sort of BioShocky style story and gameplay. I got Blasphemous. This is like a Souls-like 2D hack and slashy kind of game. I got this ages ago. Chicken Feet. It's a really dumb horror game that I really want to play. This will be for like a short stream, or like we'll play this as a silly one-off game. Maybe over Christmas, or maybe over Halloween. Maybe if over Halloween I'll have more time. I was gonna say, when is my phone? It's under the cushions. Because when's my holiday? So it's the 31st of August. In a couple weeks. On the 22nd of September, well, technically, the 19th of September is the last day of this current term. So, as of the 20th, through to the 5th. So 20th through to the 5th is the holidays, for the term 3, term 4 holidays. So yeah, I should have a bit more time then. It's only I'm only going to the 5th of October, unfortunately. That is unfortunate. So yeah, and then I'm not gonna have more holidays again until December. Damn it! It might have to be over Christmas. Yeah, I can't do the Halloween. Halloween's my favorite holiday, even though it's not really a holiday. People don't treat it as a holiday. Halloween's my favorite time of the year, and I now work right through it. Yeah. Oh, I've heard good things about Crow Country. This is a like Resident Evil, old school like Resident Evil Silent Hill style game, made in the modern era that I really want to play. Yeah, Halloween's the greatest time of the year, and I'm working right through it now. I can't do Halloween content as easily. Um, I will also say, as not only have I been collecting new games on Steam, I also, ooh, I forgot I got House of Divinity 3. I gotta play that. I've also been collecting more, little tuft of hair. I've been also collecting more PS1 and PS2 games. Um, yeah. I remember mentioning that I've really got to do an update to my quit your job. I wish. Will you pay me my salary if I quit? Can you just pay me can you just pay me a full salary to do YouTube? Then I will. I'll quit my job and I'll do this full time. Well, then I can't. I can't do it then. Just have a benefactor who pays an entire your entire salary just to do YouTube content. Oh, to be able to quit. Yeah, exactly. Oh, to be able to quit my job. Yeah. Bye, boys. Gonna be Royce's boss. Only if he pays me. Yeah. But, oh, I know, Bob isn't here right now, but, oh, Skinwalker, hey. Working with chumps. um, I know Bub isn't here right now, but I managed to finally get Crash Mind Over Mutant. So we can play that at some point as well. The, like, stream where I played the Crash of the Titans was pretty fun. Put that back. But also, I got myself a copy of, I managed to acquire myself a copy of Psychonauts. Actually, not just a copy of Psychonauts. This is a PC copy of Psychonauts. And it's like almost, I mean, it's pretty good condition, really, really good condition. But I also, because I'm a nutter, I'm insane. I also, oh, I grabbed the wrong game. Not bad. I also got myself like a practically mint condition PS2 copy of Psychonauts. And what's crazy is that this game, I remember seeing Psychonauts on the shelf back when I was a kid. Like I would see it on the video like video hire. You know, when I would go to the Video Easy. We had a store called Video Easy, which was like the video hire place. Um, and I would see it. I would see Psychonauts on the shelf, but because I had no idea what it was, I'd never heard of it, and I'd never seen it. Like the cover was kind of like didn't really tell me anything. I always just went straight past it and always went on to other things. And I'm like, damn, I missed a crazy interesting game for that era. I mean, I came back to it in the future, of course, and I love it now. Um, but oh, I did see Bubsy's getting a new game. Yeah. Are there any Bubs like true Bubsy fans? Like, who's that game for? I mean, I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are fans like big. I'm sure there are big fans of Bubsy, but it's just fascinating because Bubsy is like an IP that I never even knew was a thing until way after it was at its height. Um, and I have no idea. I heard that all the other games are hot garbage. Yeah, no, that's the thing is I've seen some YouTuber people playing different versions of Bubsy games, and they're never good. Like they're some of them are probably okay, they're fine, but they're never like great games. So it's like why is that a thing? It's fascinating. Um, but yeah, so like I was anyway, to return to my previous thought, yeah, I'm always like sad at my former self and not just trying Psychonauts because I'm sure if I played it back in the day, I would have thought it was the coolest thing. Um, just like a uh, super weird game, you know, but also it's just so up my alley, so my kind of game. Uh, Wait until we get a Bubsy movie. Honestly, would not put it past the Bubsy people. Um, but yeah, I've got a bunch of new PS1 games that I really want to test out, and God, there's so many old games I still haven't played on the channel that I really want to play. I'd watch it. Yeah, yeah. Such a weird franchise, you know. That's the thing. Is like what I know of Bubsy is that Bubsy was one of the first games to attempt being a 3D platformer. And because no one had figured out 3D platforming controls at that stage, the controls are god awful from what I've heard. Like you something like you can only move forward and back, like yeah, forward and backward, and you rotate the camera to move side to side, basically. Something like that. It's some weird controls make it really hard to actually play the game. Um, what about Conquer? What about a Conquer and Bubsy crossover? That'd be a very strange crossover. Yeah, that's the thing. It's something like that. I haven't played it myself, but I've heard tale of Bubsy 3D's controls, and they're horrible. And people already complain that 3D platformers are difficult because of like it's hard to tell depth for stuff. Well, this game had like a crazy weird locked camera locked behind the player character like this all the time. So you could never tell how deep anything was because you couldn't move it like up or down like this. You couldn't like move it. It didn't move at all in such a way that you could tell how close something was. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you couldn't move like independently of the camera. Like the camera was always behind you and always moving forward. Uh so yeah. Basically tank controls on a 3D platformer. Yeah. Yeah, something like this would probably actually be okay. We recreate it in an actual 3D engine. But yeah. Don't tell me that's what he actually looks like in the game. Yeah, that's terrible. But there were some other Bubsy games. Oh god, wait. There were some other games made for Bubsy that were like better. Bubsy 4D. Is it Bubsy 4D is the one? Uh oh, the one that I've seen people playing is the Woolies Strike Back. And it's at least better than Bubsy 3D. Yeah, actually that is what it is, isn't it? They had a bunch of Bubsy games in the 90s. And then there's no games until 2017 when they had Bubsy's The Woolies Strike Back. Which is at least like it was like a side scroller. Uh and I mean it's playable, but it's so buggy. Um that's not now someone should make a Bubsy mod where he's driving a tank. Yeah, this the Woolly Strike Back is like a 2D side scrolling platformer. And it from at first glance, it looks like it would be a fine, totally, you know, uh what's the word? Inoffensive. You'd think it'd be an entirely inoffensive 2D platformer. Like the graphics are 3D, but the game is 2D. But I've seen people playing it, and once again the controls are not great, and then the game itself is just a glitchy mess. And they released this game for PS4. Yeah. But yeah, so Paws on Fire. I hadn't heard of Paws on Fire. Curious about this one now. I don't know what's happening on this screen. Is it a cutscene? Is it? What is this? Okay. No, it is just a 2D platformer as well. By the looks of it. It's honestly hard to say. Oh god. Okay, oh there he is. Yeah, okay, so it's another like 2D platformer thing where okay. It looks a little better than the Woolies Strike Back. What was the ratings? Oh, never mind, I suppose. Oh god. 50s and 60s. Yeah. The game once again features Bubsy Pursuit. Yeah. This is what's weird is that the Woolly Strike Back game, it was like a glitchy mess and not very fun to play. But it was made by the people who made Geonosis. Oh, weird. I've not seen the original Geonosis clearly. I've seen the Twisted Dreams version. I've played this game years and years ago. And it was fun. Like it was a fun game that controlled well. So why was why was Bubsy so bad from a developer who's made 2D platformers before? Weird. I like how they're introduced. Paws on Fire is an auto-running game. Oh. Must free trapped animals in the Amazutorium. Oh. The people who made Bit Trip. And Whoa Dave. Wait, what's Whoa Dave? I've never heard of this. Help our hero Dave Lonnuts. So I have an an insane alien invasion and line his pockets with shiny pennies. Hurl alien eggs, skull bombs, and explosive whoa blocks to stay alive and skyrocket yourself to high school. I've played Bit Trip before. I've never played Whoa Dave. Yeah, the Bit Trip games are pretty good. I played Bit Trip Runner. Oh no, Bit Trip Beat. No, it mustn't be this one. Wait. When was the first release? 2009. Yeah, I thought so. It was Bit Trip Runner that I played because this was part of the Potato Sack pack before Portal 2 came out. You had to do stuff in Bit Trip Runner to unlock stuff for the Potato Sack pack in for Portal 2. Oops. And this game was fun. It was enjoyable. Pretty basic, but it was fun. It was a weird game, but it was fun. So those people made Paws on Fire, and yet no one likes people like Bit Trip Runner. People don't like Paws on Fire. Yeah, it's like it's a curse. Yeah. Which might have been why it has negative ratings. I was gonna say it would seem like it would seem like simply being Bit Trip Runner 76, 85, 70, 85, like pretty decent ratings. It's like just simply being a Bubsy game, people suddenly like hate it. It reminds me, there's a game called Fraymakers. It's apparently a fighting game with a ton of indie characters in it. Oh, Fraymakers. Oh, it's got like Octodad and stuff. Oh yeah, it's got Bit Trip in it. Octodad. I'm not sure who this character is, or this one actually. But that's cool. They got the Among Us characters. The or V, however you want to pronounce it. Interesting. Yeah. That's cool. Oh, they even got the like, yeah. What's this guy's name? He's in those like ninja games. It's the sus guy. Latest character reveal. This buff duck. What is that from? Oh! Oh my god. They have Hat in Time. Hat Girl. It's the latest character. I was gonna say an hourglass. One of Hat Girl's hourglasses. That gives is playable, right. Yeah. Oh, all the sound effects straight from the game. Oh, I love this. I love the music too. It's a really good, like, stylized recreation of. Oh god, this just makes me want to play Hat in Time again. Yeah. I was wondering about Mustache Kid.
Time to mess with time a little.
That's super cool. Yeah. Shadow Puppet and Queen Vanessa. Oh. Guilty Palettes. Oh, of course, that's what they were showing. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ah. No, it's not one of them. It's like, whoops. Oopsies. Just once again just like ejects from their reality. I like that idea that she's there. Yeah, this is the Shadow Puppet and Queen Vanessa versions. Yeah, yeah. I love the idea that the Hat Kid is like thinks that there's one of her timepieces in this world, and so she like goes in and like fucks up the other characters just to then be like, oh wait, this isn't one of my timepieces. Oh, okay, goodbye. Disappears. Oh, they got the pizza time guy. Oh dang. This is the like sing the melodies thing. That game about like you gotta literally sing to win it. This feels like the kind of game that would have Hollow Knight in it. Oh, they've got Machinarium, the Machinarium robot. What the frick? That is cool. That is really cool. I gotta look at a list of all the characters for this. I've got to add this to my wish list. Hold up. Freemakers. But yeah, no, I gotta look at a quick list of all the characters in this game. Is there a maybe this? Oh, it's a fandom wiki. Ugh. Wait. Is there a regular wiki? Or is it only a fandom wiki? Maybe this? Oh, Steam had a picture? Oh, yeah, well, I was looking for something like this, yeah. Anyway, okay. There's not a lot for playable, but there's a ton of supports. Right, yeah. Yeah, one can never play Hat in Time too many times. Well, just honestly, the like half of it for me is the music as well. The music that there was a period of time there where like to get myself motivated to play, to play, to like to do my job and to go to work and stuff, to get me motivated for the day, if you will. Um, like I would listen to the freaking OST. Wait, Hat in Time OST. Not OST 6. OST, please. It's so good. The music's so good. Wait. I'll put it down a bit, but like, oh, this doesn't have freaking. It doesn't have the timestamps. I mean, first of all, this initial main theme, so good, but then, is it the New Adventure? I mean, New Adventure's great too. Oh, so I love this. This, like, motif. This leitmotif. Or leitmotif, sorry. I always call it leitmotif. This leitmotif, the, like, Hat Kid leitmotif, I think it is so, it's so full of wonder and joy. It's so good. Yeah. Which is the one I'm thinking of. I mean, Welcome to Mafia Town as well. I love this song so much. I think it's in a bit. Or is it Mafia Town is Asleep? I mean, I love this song as well. The Mafia Town is Asleep. And She Came From Outer Space. I mean, there's so many good ones, but also, Little Help From My Friends literally makes me cry. Yeah, no, that's Outer Wilds is the other one. I desperately want to make Mark play Outer Wilds. I desperately want to sit next to him, because this is a couch that I'm sitting on. I desperately want to sit next to him while he sits here, where I'm sitting, and plays through Outer Wilds. The Subcon Village remix, sorry. Yeah. No, that's, so many of the songs are so good in Hat in Time. Oop. Yeah. The Outer Wilds player's curse of eternally seeking more people to play the game. Yeah. That's the thing, is like, I know it's going to take a while for him to get through it, but I really want him to experience Outer Wilds, and so I can talk with him about it, because yeah, it's one of those games. It's the game that I always say to people. I always say to people that it's like, if there's one game that I will recommend to literally anyone, it is Outer Wilds. I think it is, as much as like plenty of people know about it, I still think it is criminally underrated. Or criminally under-recognized, I suppose. I literally have a poster of it on my wall in my classroom, because I have a bunch of game posters on my walls in my classroom, and Outer Wilds is one of the ones that I have up there that I'm like, I love it. It's one of my favorite games of all time, but I know that no student will know what it is. No student has managed to guess it. Because I have this whole thing. I have like a bunch of posters on the wall, video games, and I've said to my students, if anyone can guess, like, if anyone in at some point is able to guess what every game on the wall is without me helping them, then I would give them a prize. But no one has managed to guess them all, and Outer Wilds is one of the ones that no one ever guesses. Oh, hey, welcome to the stream. For me, Payne's Creek. Oh, and Payne's Creek Killings. Yes, I literally, did I buy it? Is it gonna show it here? Outer Wilds. Sometimes it shows it next to it. I think we were talking about it a while ago, about how I was like, yes, this one. Is it made by the same devs? Wait, who are the devs of this one? EQ Studios. No, different studio. But I desperately want to play this. Because I remember at the time, when I... Yeah. when I finished Payne's Creek Killings, I was like, there have to be more games like this. I need to play more games like the Payne's Creek Killings. Um, because yeah, and Digits, thank you for the suggestion of the Payne's Creek Killings, because that is one of those games that is like so inspiring to me, and is totally a game a type of game I would love to make myself. And I love playing games like that. Playing games where you basically, yeah, you move around a space and slowly uncover something. Like, it's got the same loop essentially as, or a very similar loop essentially as the likes of Outer Wilds has, where it's like, you're slowly uncovering something over the course of over the course of the game, and it's like knowledge based. Like, learning about the story and about the space unlocks the space for you. I love that. It's similar but different to what was that game called? Home? Something Home? Oh, no, that's not it. I've played that as well. That's different again. That's very different. Is it Welcome Home? Gone Home. Gone Home. Similar vibe. Except that Gone Home weirdly felt a little bit more linear to me, where I was just kind of going room to room and learning a lot of the same information. Not quite, didn't quite, like, I liked Gone Home a lot, but not quite the same feel. Yeah. I've seen people playing Blueprints, and I do wish to play it myself. There are a lot of people I've seen that are really, really into Blueprints. And it looks like a really fun game, because I love the Betrayal games. Betrayal on the House... Actually, I think they have it on Steam. Betrayal... Do they have... Is it maybe this? No, that's different. That's definitely not what I'm talking about. Maybe they don't have it on... Maybe they don't have a digital version of it yet. Am I spelling that right? No. There's a lot of board games that they have, like, PC versions of nowadays, but not this, apparently. Betrayal at House on Hill. Let's see if I can get some images of it. Yeah. It's this board game that I played with friends, and it's got that same logic. I'm pretty sure this is where Blueprints, or games similar to this, is where Blueprints got its kind of concept from, where you start with... I wish that I could do... I wish there was like a model version. Actually, the tabletop RPG thing probably has a version of this. You start with like this block here. Oh, I think it's actually this block here. Maybe it's this whole block. Yeah, no, this whole block. I think. Maybe it's just this bit. Whatever the case, you start with a foyer, like an entrance hall, and it's usually 2 blocks in size, and doors in all directions. And then each time you want to move through a door, you grab a piece. You draw a piece from the deck, and depending on what piece it is, you can orient it in different ways, and it'll have certain effects. So like if I zoom in on wait, let's just go open image, a new tab. So like if you went this way and you got the ballroom, this has an omen card. So you draw an omen card, and the omen card, every time you draw an omen card, this like omen tracker like rises up. Omens are like items. You can use them, and they're usually very effective. They're very good for your character usually. They sometimes have negative side effects, but they're usually beneficial to you. But every time you raise the omen meter, everyone has to roll a bunch of dice. And if the dice roll is like below the omen meter or something, then the game switches to its second phase. But until then, like until it switches to its second phase, you just keep exploring, gathering items and new rooms and stuff like that. And then once you've explored a bunch and you trigger the omen meter, one of the players becomes the bad guy. So, like, initially you're relatively safe. You're not going to get hurt from anything because you're just exploring the space. But then once the omen meter gets triggered by a bad roll, the game goes into phase 2 where one player becomes the villain and all the rest of the players have to fight off the villain somehow. And the very first time I played this game, I became the villain. And and there's a ton of different kinds of villains. There's like 100 different types of villain, and each villain works differently. So the villain I got was a crazy villain that they like was kind of OP, and they seemed to not be able to figure out how to deal with me. I got the Void, and so the way it worked is that my player character, like me on the board, it no longer mattered whether my character lived or died, so I kind of just like threw myself at the other players, because what the real threat is that essentially a hole to the void opened up in the house somewhere, and it slowly starts consuming rooms. So like for each turn that the villain has, each turn I was able to consume 1 or 2 rooms in certain directions, and they suck them into the void. And the players had to get a couple of items and get them to special locations on the map before the whole house got consumed. And unfortunately for the player characters, they weren't able to find one of the rooms because you have to pull it from the deck. One of the rooms that they needed to put an item in, they couldn't find that room in time, and so I literally consumed the whole house, and everyone died. I won! Yay, the Void! Oh, dear. Because like some of the enemies, yeah, you have to take an item to a specific room. Usually there's like a ritual you have to perform. Some of them, we've done one where it was like zombies flood the halls, so there's like the bad guy became like a lich, and he had like a horde of zombies with him. And the zombies couldn't be killed; they could only be stunned or knocked out. And if you like did more damage than it's always like you come like whenever you attack, you come face to face with each other, and then like your damage versus their damage. If yours does more than theirs, then they take whatever the higher value is. So, like, let's say the player does 7 damage and the zombie does 5, then the zombie takes 2 damage. And zombies, I think, would immediately, as soon as they take any damage, they would immediately get knocked out. But if there's 2 zombies in the room, then they roll together or something. It was something where it's like you get easily overwhelmed by the zombies. And for that one, I think if I recall correctly, there was something there was a single item they had to bring to a room, and if I recall correctly, they actually did manage to get that item to the room, and they defeated the lich. Yeah, but there's a ton of different like monsters and stuff you can verse in this game, and I love it. I every time we go to board game night, if people are like unsure of what they want to play, I'm always like, oh, I'm down for betrayal. Because even if you're the good guys, it's such an interesting. There's so many different kinds of enemies that you're always learning, and so no one's ever like metagaming, because you never know what you never know what enemy you're going to be dealing with, and you never know what like when it's going to trigger, what rooms you have to go to, like whether it's better to have explored lots of the house or not very much of the house. Because there was definitely one of the monsters, all the players had to do were run out the front door. And that one was one of the easiest ones we ever did, because we had explored so little of the space when the enemy was spawned in. And we were so close to the front door that we all just rushed to the front door and got out. And that was like a super short round. Like, but if you had explored heaps of the house, then getting back to the front door, in that context would be really hard. You know, if you're like deep into the mansion and suddenly you need to get out fast, like it's tricky. So sometimes it's better to have not explored too much. Sometimes it's better to explore, like with the void one. If they'd explored a lot more of the house before the void spawned in, then the void would have taken a lot longer to consume the house. You know, so it's yeah. I think it's super interesting. Such a varied and unique game. And I like those games that people can't learn super, like they can't like it's hard to metagame. I like those games where it's like hard to become knowledgeable about every aspect of the game, because it means that even when you're new, even if you're coming into it brand new, there's still uh you're not that far off knowledge wise than someone who's played it many times, you know. That's the biggest problem. I was talking with Mark about this last night, the night before last. One of the problems, one of the games that some of my friends play that I can't play with them is Magic the Gathering, because for me, there's just way too much that to learn before before I become knowledgeable about what, like, the world of Magic the Gathering is so vast, but my friends know it so well that I feel like I'm completely in over my head. Like, there's just way too much depth for me to like take on at this stage. So like I don't play it. But games like this, doesn't matter if someone has owns the board game and has played it a million times. Every time you do it, it's different. So it's, yeah, you never get like super good at any one bad guy or any one situation, because it's random every time. Um, but yeah, anyway, really quickly, I want to have a look at this. I want to see how many of these I recognize. Oh, is this the ape from? Is this the ape from that game? Yes. It's the ape from that Rage game. What, Ape Out, that's it. Yeah, that's funny. Uh the Bard. Yep, the Bard. Wait, I'm assuming these characters are all assist characters. Um it's Octodad assist, yeah. So yeah, this character assists your play. I see. Okay. And use the assist button to flip your gravity back and forth. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. That, I see what you mean about that. Yeah, where there's only a few main characters and then there's a ton of assist characters. Yeah, Pepino is one of the assist characters. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So is Joseph. I was gonna say, I thought it was interesting. I even have the Tank Man from Newgrounds. Um, I thought it was interesting that they had so many characters. I was kind of hoping that you could play all of them. Was an instant with opponent attack. You can launch your foes upwards and finish them off with Joseph, even if they're a bit out of range of your normal attacks. Right. Yeah, that's why these characters have like question marks everywhere. Yeah. What are these characters from? Or are these unique to this game? Oh, hey Sapphire or Mecha. um, it looks at this picture makes it look like he's being held. Legends of Aether. Ah, Aether. Yes, that makes sense. I saw the word Aether or Ether there. Yeah, that makes sense. Uh, E-Fish. Ultra Fish Bungeon 3000. Do I have no clue? I feel like I've seen this character before, but is it because I've seen him in this game? Let's have a look. uh oh, it's from It'll Do. Oh, interesting. I've never played it, but I own this game. It'll Do. Yeah, yeah. Wait. Right, yeah. This is what they normally look like. But it still isn't showing it in game. I was hoping to see what it looks like. Oh, there we go. Why in Framemakers they it's like super buff? I have no idea. Yeah. And then this character, she watch. Dude, who made this wiki? Mizumi. Um. Yeah. So once again, no idea what this character's from. I think it'll be too hard to find them though with just the Watcher. Weltara. I think this is from that skater game, isn't it? It's I think isn't it called Weltara? Downwell. Oh, it's from Downwell. That's it. Making fries. Oh, nice. Oh, also, I realized you said what did I miss? Just some chat about what's been going on. um, just my life. But yeah, it's from Tara's from Downwell. I've heard some people say they really love Downwell. But I have no real knowledge of what it's like. But yeah. So yeah, they got a ton of these like like Diogenes from freaking Getting Over It. Emma's a weak hit and the pot has a strong one during hops. So plan around his movement accordingly. He just hits with his sledgehammer. Yeah, interesting game. I just wish that all the other characters that they had were also playable. That would make it a crazy interesting version of, your Smash Brothers style game. But anyway, so we got to Bubsy 4D. We're slowly backtracking through the conversation that we've had so far. During 2025 Gamescom event, a 7th Bubsy game was announced, titled Bubsy 4D. The game will feature Bubsy protecting the Golden Fleece from not only the Woolies, but an army of Barbot sheep robots. The game will be a 3D platformer developed by indie studio Fabraz and published by Atari. Oh, I thought, when it says 4D, I thought it might have been implied that it was like VR or something. Let's have a look. Let's see if what we can see of this. You hear about the Roblox drama? You mean the stuff about the like YouTuber getting like banned from Roblox despite the fact that he was basically vigilanteing, like catching predators on Roblox? Are you talking about that? I did hear about that, if you're talking about that. Otherwise, I'm not sure. The only other thing about Roblox that I've heard recently... Okay, so yeah, I did hear about it, yeah. The only other thing I've heard about Roblox recently is that Grow Garden, a game that I've not played, but so many people have suggested I play. Grow Garden is apparently the most played game of all time currently. Like it's got the most concurrent players of any game in history, I think, or something like that. It's currently the most popular game in the world. Yeah. Is it called Grow a Garden? I thought it was called Grow Garden. My bad. Grow a Garden. Yeah, Grow a Garden. is crazy. It's crazy that a game within a game is the most popular game in the world. But yeah, no, I don't ever intend to play Roblox ever again. So, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, let's just quickly watch this.
Yo, remember me? Your old pal Bubsy? From all those classic games you loved.
Something I said? What could possibly go wrong?
Forget about that. Let's talk about the new one. Bubsy 4D. Now this I like.
Maybe this one will be good.
Where we going next?
Famous last words. It looks pretty
Don't mind
good.
if I do.
I'm not opposed to what I'm seeing. This looks fun.
That's more moves than that Italian plumber has.
Oh, neat. I like that. An upgrade to increase your coyote time.
Can anyone explain to me why I turn into a hairball now? They call me the Orange Blur.
Oh my god. Straight up ripping Sonic.
Do any of these outfits come with pants?
Nice. This actually looks kind of good.
You know I've only got one brain cell, right? And it's working overtime on this baby.
It looks like it's very much like a...
Atari? I didn't even know they were still around.
It's true. Atari. It's amazing Atari is still around, honestly. But no, it looks like it. This honestly looks like one of those games where it's like, yeah, we know we've had a rocky past, but we're gonna really try this time, and maybe it'll be cringy and not particularly fun. But honestly, from what I'm seeing, it looks good. It looks fun. Wait, Roblox is being shut down on September 1st? No way. The second most popular game on Roblox is Steal a Brain Rot. Not kidding, too. Second popular game right now is Steal a Brain Rot. Wait, what? It is possible the game could be shut down as of August 20. Okay, wait. I gotta look up a news article about this. What news source do I trust? Not many these days. Apparently there are rumors. It says on these articles, like, there are rumors circulating that Roblox will be banned on September 1st. Yeah, one of the articles, although I don't really trust the news source particularly, mentions that it says, like, truth behind the shutdown posts and why game fans don't need to worry about the rumors. Oh, okay, yeah. Hold on. Bubsy schmoovin'. Right, yeah. This straight up looks like Mario Odyssey style, like, chaining movements. I mean, it looks good. It looks fun. It's got like a mixture of like Sonic, Mario, and like a Hat in Time style movement. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I like it. um, yeah. Let's just say all the news articles I'm seeing here are suggesting that they're just rumors for now. We'll have to wait and find out. Oh, Android, they made an apology. You're right. Yeah, I did see something about that AI. Yeah. Evil AI. Yeah. Yeah, no, already, let's just say there's been I've seen a lot of people mad at Roblox and the company behind Roblox, and that they have lost a lot of good faith with the community. Yeah, because they've done a lot of stuff, like recently they've done a lot of stuff where they're like getting rid of vigilantes on the platform, but they're not really doing anything. Like, the reason that there are vigilantes on the platform is because they haven't really done much about the dark side of Roblox and all the pedophiles. And so yeah, people are like mad about the fact that they're targeting the people trying to go after the pedophiles and not the freaking pedophiles themselves. Yeah. Yeah. Not good. There's a video going around with drive-thrus using AI and it got the price wrong. Yes, I've seen those. I've seen some of those. Yeah, yeah, there's that there's that video of that guy who's like at the drive-thru and the order machine is like asking him a question about like, would you like a drink with this, like, or something. It was asking if they want something bonus with their meal, and it says like $175 for their meal currently, and he's like, why it say $175? And then the machine, the AI system, like goes like blank for a second while it's like loading. It comes back up $15,000. LLMs can't do math. Why did you ask it to do math? Yeah, that's the thing. Is that that's what people don't understand about like a lot of AI systems, language learning models. Like, people think that once it's able to give you, yeah, you're able to use words to communicate with it, and it's able to give you spit out this big old response or whatever, that it's like, oh, it's intelligent. It's like, no, it's pulling that information based on something on the prompt that you've given it. There is no real solid logic behind, like, there is purely seeing words and interpreting words. There's no understanding of, unless they've specifically trained for it. There is no specific understanding of like logical construct things beyond the words. Yeah, it's why if you ask it to say how many R's there are in the word strawberry, it never gets it right, because it literally is incapable of counting. It's just not a thing it can do. So yeah, it tries to do math. It can't do. You ask it to do like basic math stuff, it can't do it because it's not been trained on that. It does feel that like these days a single meal costs 15,000. Yeah. Yeah, Schlipp was trying to expose predators instead of following his decisions and make Roblox friendlier. They banned him for exposing them and sparked the whole controversy. Yeah, yeah. It doesn't think, it just outputs the words that have the high statistical probability of appearing after this. Exactly. It's just like, these words that you've given me linked to all these words, and these words that you've given have triggered a bunch of these like pathways in my learning model that lead to these like articles that it gets like stitched together and then printed on the screen. It has no knowledge. You give it, like, you ask it a math question, unless it is studied enough. Like, it would need to study so much stuff, so much math content to be able to do any kind of math in any kind of logical way. Most models don't have that. And so, yeah, you get it to do a basic math thing, and it's just incapable. Yeah. It's, there's a lot of those things where if you try and get it to do some basic math thing, it's incapable of it because it doesn't understand the words that way. Because it is a learning language model. It's not a general AI that's capable of like many different kinds of functions. Its primary function is seeing words and relating them to more words. To a similar related word series of words. Yeah. No, it's I'm pretty sure because because for ages people kept giving it that prompt, the how many R's are there in strawberry. It is now hard coded. They've now hard coded it to give the correct response. You could ask it the same question about another word and it will get it just as wrong. How many S's are there in success, you know? It'll get it wrong. Yeah. You just take any other word that has a lot of letters of a single type and it will almost always get it wrong. Cause like it might get it right by pure chance, but it's not literally going through and counting how many words there are or how many letters there are in a word. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, what what's that number a result of? Wait, what's the result? What? That's a giant number, yeah. YouTube spam filters? I forced ChatGPT to do math. I see, I see. Yeah. Prussian Ace. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I also don't know what that's supposed to be. Anyway. Indeed. Yeah, so. Yeah, Bubsy 4D, eh? What a crazy world we live in. But yeah, so what I'll probably do is I'll probably leave. Oh, one thing I'll do before we head off because I'll probably leave this here. Well, Prussia, yeah, used to be long time ago. Hold up. Quickly before I forget. I almost forgot. Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't know why you have spaces between everything you say. Quickly. Alright. So I just wanted to, because I'm still, I still want to honor, my promise. I want to just, give a thank you, give a personalized thank you to, Core Gamer and to Rocky for being Royal Maximilian members. After all this time, you've held it out. You've stuck with me. There's a few other people who are still blessed members, and I really appreciate it. But yeah, specifically Rocky and Core. Yeah, Core with 59 months of Royal Maximilian, and Rocky with 47 months of Royal Maximilian. I appreciate both of you so much. And I know I don't stream a hell of a lot, of upload videos a hell of a lot, so I understand a lot of people not continuing with the membership thing. I understand that. But yeah, I appreciate those who are, you know, who can support me and do support me. Yeah. But yeah, I'll probably leave this here. I'm gonna just relax for the rest of today probably, and get myself ready for work tomorrow. But I'll try and be back next weekend, because I'm wanting to do more streaming. And again, a reminder that Prussian anthem intensifies. I don't know what the Prussian anthem sounds like. It's before my time. It's literally like 100 years ago. Me either. Yeah. Silk Song. Hollow Knight Silk Song comes out on Friday. I'm probably going to play it immediately. Whether I play it and record myself, or if I play it in streams over the weekend, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. Because once again, that might be my excuse to actually start recording and making videos again. Because I played Hollow Knight on the channel and uploaded videos of it. So maybe I'll try and do that. Yeah. Well, thank you. I shall try to have some good eats, and not snack on junk food. Have some good quality eats. Yeah. I will sell livers once more. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I shall have a nice relaxing day. Prepare myself for work again. Grab some walker livers in Kentucky. Some skinwalkers. Yep. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys next time. All right. Kentucky Fried Zombie. All right. See you guys. Bye.